The following is a presentation of the Retro Network.
After Halloween is done, it's time to start the Christmas fun. Yes, my friends, it's Christmas Podcast Day. November 1st is the day you need to check your favorite podcast feed and join in the fun on Christmas Podcast Day. All your favorite Christmas shows are releasing brand new episodes. Some may say that it's too soon, but they're lucky we don't do it in June. So come along and have a laugh as we talk carols, films, and crafts, and all other things from the merriest holiday. Tell everyone it's Christmas Podcast. Join in the fun on Christmas Podcast. Download everyone on Christmas Podcast Day. Christmas Podcast Day. Hey!
Tell. It's gonna be a great Noel. It's the Advent Calendar House. Muppets, Batman, Smurfs, and even Garfield's Halloween. We're gonna take a trip down memory lane. Frosty, Rudolph, and a bunch you've probably never seen. It's Mike and pals that come to entertain. Turn the knob and lift the latch for fun and laughs that can't be matched. But just beware the icy patch. It's the Advent Calendar House.
Hello and welcome to the Advent Calendar House, a holiday specials podcast that has hidden a pineapple somewhere in this episode. And if you can find it, you get nothing. Sorry. It's November 1st, which someone decided is Christmas Podcast Day, a fake holiday we made up so a bunch of pals with microphones can have an excuse to haul out the audio holly before we've even sorted our Halloween candy. This year's theme for Christmas Podcast Day is It's a Wonderful Life, and that gave me a premonition to take a closer look at a very silly adaptation of that story from 2010. So join us as we investigate a very merry episode of Psych and take a ride aboard the Polarizing Express.
I know, you know, that I'm not telling the truth. I know, you know, they just don't have any proof.
I am living embodiment of your conscience, cosplaying as tall people, Mike Westfall. And joining me is the Civil War reenacting dictator of my nightmares. It's Jerry Davila. Hey, Jerry.
Trampolina gigante. What's going on, Mike?
Oh, man. Thank you so much for being here. I know you're a big Psych fan.
I love Psych, yeah.
So tell me your history with the show and maybe this episode.
So, okay, it's a little long, but I'll try to condense it as much as possible. So
Yeah, sure.
When I first started working, I'd gotten a job at a church. My very first day of work, they sent me to a conference, and I ended up rooming with someone who watched Psych. And I remember coming back to the room and like it was on, and I just remember him saying like, "Oh, these guys are stupid. I love it." And I sat down and watched it. I was like, "Okay, this is kind of funny." Anyway, fast forward a couple of years, my wife is getting ready to have our first child.
Yep.
And the first trimester knocks her out hard. Like she gets home from work and she's just tired. So I was flipping channels one day, and there, sure enough, there was Psych, and I was like, "Oh, I remember this." And I loved Monk at the time. I was like, "Well, it's kind of the same vein." So watched it, and I was like, "This is awesome." It's like 80s references, which I love. That hits me, right in the heart.
Yep.
It's ridiculous comedy. Sometimes it's slapstick. Sometimes it's Naked Gun-esque. I mean, it was great. So I was like, "Yeah, I'm all in on this." And eventually, I got her in on it too, and when she finally woke up, then she started watching also.
Yeah. My wife and I loved this dumb little show, but by the time this episode aired, we were new parents too. So we didn't watch this particular episode live. We DVR'd it.
Yeah.
So it was probably still around Christmas time. So the Polarizing Express is the 14th episode of Psych's 5th season.
Oh, gosh.
Premiered December 15th, 2010, a Wednesday night on the USA Network. And this episode was directed and co-written by James Roday Rodriguez, who plays Sean.
I believe it, because it's a lot of the stuff that like he's into.
like just everything about him. If you've seen some of his other stuff, what was that one he was in, like Slice or something like that?
I don't know that one.
I don't know. It's like some horror movie that he directed.
Oh, wow.
But it's like, it's kind of the same vibe. And you're like, okay. I get it. I get what you're going for here. And you know what? It works.
Yeah, this is a very internal episode for the Sean character as well. And it's like a pivotal one for him. So I guess very quick synopsis for the unfamiliar. Psych follows the adventures of Sean Spencer, a hyper-observant man-child with a photographic memory who uses those skills one too many times to call in tips to the Santa Barbara Police Department and then lies to them that he has psychic powers to avoid jail time after being wrongly accused of being in on crimes the police were trying to solve. He then ropes his childhood best friend Gus into working with the police as a freelance psychic detective, much to the chagrin of not only Gus himself, but also Sean's retired detective father, both of whom know Sean is lying, but are forced to play along for some reason I haven't quite figured out yet.
So that he doesn't get arrested?
So that he doesn't get arrested, sure.
It's like The Mentalist, except he's fake.
Yeah. And that should do it for now. It's a fun show, and this episode in particular marks, again, a very big turning point in Sean's character development.
It really does. Yeah. Before then, especially like season 1 and season 2, he's like over the top crazy.
Oh, yeah.
You said man-child for sure. Like this guy is like me, but worse. So, my wife always says she has 4 kids. So, but no, he's much, much worse. And this is like he had just started dating Juliet, right?
Yeah.
In Extradition Part 2.
Yes.
They'd gone to Scarefest, and now it's this. And I think the very next episode or one of the next ones, he's like going to that police academy training again. So
I think it was the one right before this, the Ralph Macchio one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw that. I'm just like, we missed Ralph Macchio by one episode.
That's awesome.
So if you want to watch this, as of recording time, Psych is streaming on Peacock and Amazon Prime. Again, The Polarizing Express is season 5, episode 14. Unfortunately, there are 0 trains in this episode, but I digress.
Yeah.
But let's get into the show. We open with breaking news. It appears Sean has been caught on surveillance video breaking into the office of one Sergei Zarsky.
Yeah.
Looking for evidence of tax fraud that I guess Sean planned to pretend to have a vision of later.
I love his MO, right? Because like you said, they can't say that he's not psychic. So he has to like do all the work and then just pretend like he has a vision. And I love how in Extradition Part 2, what's his name? The thief, the real famous, why can't I remember his name now?
Despero?
Despero, yes.
Despero.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like the mouse.
Carrie Elwes is Despero in the show. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Like Despero says, what an effective use of psychicness, and just hinting at like all this courage that Sean has of like just learning the stuff and then making it up as if he did it himself. It's cool. It's a cool premise, but like, man, Sean's got nards to get it done. I mean, I wouldn't have the guts to do that.
No, absolutely not. But Sean finally got caught on camera, which we learn led to a mistrial in this Zarsky case because said evidence was obtained illegally.
Yeah.
This whole show is about Sean's adventures in recklessly snooping around crime scenes, but this one might be one of his biggest screw-ups in the whole series.
Yeah, he didn't have a whole lot of them, but when he does, boy, does he really messes up, doesn't he?
No, it looks like he's not careful at all, but I guess if this is the first time he's ever caught, I guess he is.
I mean, I don't recall before that him being caught.
No.
He's able to play it off pretty well.
Yeah.
I was going to say he almost got caught in the Think Tank episode, but no, he didn't. So,
this is the first time. And now this Zarsky guy, whom the police have been working for years to try and put away, is free thanks to Sean's blunder.
Yeah.
One he made despite Gus telling him not to go there, but he never listens to Gus. Sean's a bad friend.
I told you not to go into that building without the police, but you never listened to me, ever. Now they look like amateurs and Psych might be finished.
Gus, don't be the way Eric LaSalle spells Eric.
You know I would never go snooping around willy-nilly. Of course I checked for security cameras. They must have been hidden.
You know what? I love Gus. Gus
Is so good.
Gus is so good. And I'm so sad that this episode we didn't get one of the classic introduction lines,
Oh, I know.
Methuselah Honeysuckle. Or
yeah.
whatever.
Oh, man. Burton Guster is played by Dule Hill. Before Psych, he was best known from The West Wing as President Bartlett's personal aide.
And he is not Bud from Cosby, in case you're wondering. So
No, because he kept bringing it up. Oh, I forgot about that.
That's right.
Oh.
Yeah, it comes out quite a lot.
Yeah, and I haven't watched it yet, but starting in 2021, Dule Hill played the dad in the Wonder Years reboot.
Oh, I haven't watched it either, but
No.
as soon as I heard he was doing it, I was like, man, I got to catch this.
Yeah, just thought I'd make us all feel old. But,
for real.
yeah, but Gus reminds Sean he's supposed to meet with the chief of police in a half hour, and we cut to her office. And she and her two lead detectives are getting blasted by an angry district attorney now that this Zarsky is going to walk.
You know, I've seen enough Law and Order to realize that they're in trouble.
Yeah.
And whenever someone yells at you like that, your only recourse is to yell it back at them. So.
Well, now that they're all in one room, let's meet everybody. But I will preface this by saying I think everyone getting yelled at in this room is best known from Psych.
From Psych, for sure.
We will start with Chief Karen Vick.
How could you let this happen? We've been building a case against Zarsky for months.
I realize that, District Attorney Clark. But remember, it was my detectives who got you the evidence you needed to prosecute Zarsky for tax fraud in the first place.
Played by Kirsten Nelson. Her earliest credit on IMDb is the movie The Fugitive. She plays a secretary in the hospital.
I don't remember that.
I missed her, but I do remember she was in a couple of episodes of Buffy the Vampire Slayer as a manager at the burger place.
She's just born for these managerial roles, man.
Yeah, man. Also here getting reamed out by the DA is good old Lassie.
Yeah.
This guy is the kind of pawn scum that intimidates good, hardworking people into not testifying. If I weren't a cop, I would shoot him in a dark alley and leave evidence suggesting his own people were behind it. And when I say I mean a fake imaginary detective to be played by Powers Booth.
Lead Detective Carlton Lassiter, played by Timothy Omenson. Have y'all seen him in something else?
Recently he was in Percy Jackson. He played Hephaestus.
Yes, he did. I saw that. And like he has a full beard now, so I didn't recognize him at first. So it took me a minute or two. I'm just like, wait a minute, that's Lassie.
The only other thing I knew him from was that documentary, it's that guy from That Thing or whatever it's called. It's about I
don't know this.
These character actors that you see and you know their face, but you can't remember their name. And it's like that guy who was in That Thing or something. The name of it's something like that. I don't know. But he's in that. He has a little cameo talking about how people know him from this and from whatever else he's done. But I only know him from this and Percy Jackson, honestly.
No, well, I remember he was in Xena Warrior Princess.
Was he really?
He played a character named Eli who was essentially proto-Jesus.
Okay, I don't remember that.
Like he teaches the way of love. He's proto-Jesus.
I mean, might as well. Didn't they have a Christmas episode? I think they did.
Yeah, well, it's a solstice carol.
Right. Quote unquote. Yeah.
Yeah. And Lassie's assistant, Juliet O'Hara. This is only 4 episodes after Sean and Jules officially became Shules.
Shules, yeah. I love that. Yeah, it's like they for the longest time they were will they, won't they?
Yeah.
And eventually she finally is going to, and he starts going out with Abigail, and it's just like a big thing.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I forgot how long it took for them to start dating, but
yeah,
this is relatively early in their official relationship.
Right after the Scarefest, and
yep. Jules is played by Maggie Lawson. Have you seen her in anything else?
I think she was like Nancy Drew or something.
She was Nancy Drew.
But that's all I know her from.
Okay, I definitely saw her in an episode of Boy Meets World where Topanga tries to set her up with that show, Sean.
What? Okay, I don't remember that at all. Wow.
She was super into fitness. They are not a good match.
No, if she's into fitness, why in the world would you set her up with Sean?
No, yeah. But she was also in a Disney TV movie with a young Justin Timberlake called Model Behavior, where it was like she was a Prince and the Pauper type thing where she was playing two characters.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Range.
Yeah, for real. So those three are getting chewed out by District Attorney Clark. He's played by Greg Keehan. Have you ever watched Dead Like Me?
No.
He played the main character's dad in that. The conceit of that show was this girl died and she becomes a Grim Reaper under the tutelage of Mandy Patinkin. It's a short, neat little show.
In between him throwing fits in his trailer somewhere.
So he's this girl's dad who's still living and grieving.
Wow.
Anyway, while this DA is furiously talking to the media outside the station, Zarsky walks by with his lawyer with a big old grin on his face.
Ooh, I wanted to slap him so bad.
I know. Zarsky is played by Michael Putman, a character actor who has an interesting distinction of being the only actor to appear in all 4 TV series created by Chris Carter. The X-Files, Millennium, Harsh Real, and The Lone Gunman.
Wow. That's cool. That's something I would put on like my resume forever.
Yeah. He's just got one of those faces, you know?
Yeah. He's like that guy from that thing.
Yeah, he looks like a guy who would commit tax fraud and get away with it.
He totally does.
Yeah. But Sean finally shows up to the chief's office, and also waiting for him there is his dad, Henry. Again, he's a previously retired cop who was recently rehired as the department's consultant advisor, so he's the one who was in charge of bringing Sean into cases.
Yeah.
Until now, because the chief fires him.
Oh, and I love the way she does it too. She tells him, and he's like doesn't process what she's saying, right? He's like, "What are you trying to say, Karen?"
I've notified the mayor that as a result of you failing to control your special consultants, your position is being dissolved, effective immediately.
Meaning what, Karen?
Your services are no longer required.
What exactly are you trying to say?
You're fired, Henry.
Poor Henry.
Like, read the room, man. Read the room.
Oh,
yeah.
Henry is played by Corbin Burnson.
Yes.
My favorite fictional third baseman.
Darn.
And one of my favorite MTV Rock and Jock softball celebrities.
Oh, wow. That's a deep cut.
Oh, kids, before the Savannah Bananas, there was MTV Rock and Jock celebrity softball, and I loved it. I had a Homeboys jersey and everything.
Wasn't he also the villain in like The Punisher, like season 2 or something?
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
I didn't watch that.
Yeah. Season 1 was great. Season 2 was all right.
Okay.
Yeah. But I love Corbin Burnson. He's another guy that that can pull off this line, because he was on LA Law. And
that's right. When
Sean wants like this computer, and he wants to get him like a dusting, like fingerprint kit. He says something like, it's just another passing fad, like pet rocks and LA Law.
Yeah. Fun Christmas related fact about Corbin Burnson. He has a collection of more than 8,000 snow globes. Where do you keep all those? Like he's got a place for them. He can afford a place for them.
I'm sure he can, but
yeah, but it's one of the largest snow globe collections in the world.
Wow.
That's his thing. In fact, in another Christmas episode of Psych, Sean gives his dad a snow globe. I'm not sure if it was one that already existed in his collection or if it's a gift that the show gave to him.
Well, didn't they put like a little Henry Spencer head on it, and it's like him fishing? I recall. Yeah.
But I hope like the show gave it to him instead of one that like he already had.
Oh, it's in his contract. Like any snow globes I'm given, I'm keeping.
Sure. Yeah. One shows up later. I hope he kept that.
I hope so too.
And back at Henry's house, he and Sean are going back and forth. You're too irresponsible. Well, you were a bad father, but this time, Henry stops himself. He finally says he's tired of the two of them going in opposite directions, and he comes out with his feelings. He says, I can't help but wonder what our lives might have been like if you had just stayed wherever the hell you were and not come back to Santa Barbara 5 years ago.
Oh, set up.
And there's the catalyst of our It's a
Right.
Wonderful Life episode.
Yep.
Did we ever learn where Sean was before he moved back? I don't remember learning where he was.
Kind of. So in lots of the episodes, he talks about his job. Oh yeah, back when I was like the dinosaur episode, he was in like South America working in a museum.
Oh, that's right.
So like he talks about all these other jobs. So he was kind of like a transient. He'd get a job somewhere and then move on. So
Just a wanderer in his 20s.
yeah. I mean, I guess people backpack through Europe. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, Sean seems the type
Right.
who would be successful at doing that too. So, but he really takes that comment to heart. He spits back, maybe you're right. Maybe I shouldn't have come back. And he leaves.
Yeah.
And we're into our super special Christmassy opening credits.
Oh man, the thing that I love most about Psych is the way they change their theme song. So like the
Yeah.
Bollywood episode, it's like it's a Bollywood type song. The with not Quarter Black, but with the oh gosh, what's
Boys
the
to
name
Men. Boys to Men did a version of
Boys
them.
to Men do that.
Yeah.
I don't remember what the name of their band was. Sean wants to change it to
Quarter
Black Capella.
Black
Instead of
Capella.
The Black Capella episode. There's like superhero episode later on when he's the Catch. There's
Oh, that's
Catman and the
right.
Catch.
Oh, I forgot all about that one. The one I remember that really sticks out to me was the Twin Peaks episode.
The Twin Peaks one, it's like slow and depressing. It's
Yeah.
like Amy Mann covers
Yup.
it. And then there's another one, which is the Spanish version
Yeah.
as well.
I feel like they used that more than once.
I think they did.
But now we're back in Sean's psych office and he's watching the news report of his surveillance footage that leaked on loop. Most of the lights are off except for like one lamp and some very haphazardly hung Christmas lights are all around the place.
They're literally just kind of, strewn back and forth across the room.
I don't hate it.
I don't either. But if you're going to do that, I think I'd put it a little bit higher.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Sure.
And that way let the light like come down, ambiance. And it's stupid. And now that I work at a Christmas store, like
Sure.
I notice these things and I hate that I do. I'd rather just do it.
Yeah, but it's like, yeah, he's not great at decorating, but he loves the idea of decorating, which I can get behind.
Yeah. Which fits. That's totally Sean.
That is totally Sean. Yeah. And it's like, and it's a bunch of random trinkets peppered here and there. Like there's a
right.
very large nutcracker by the window.
Well, also, remember, it wasn't in this episode. It was either in Christmas Joy or in Gus's Dad May Have Killed an Old Guy, where he had he just put some Santa hats on some jack-o'-lanterns and like reused those displays. Those are out here as well.
They're there. He's got a string of giant cotton snowman heads. It looks like one of his lamps is resting on a little drummer boy style drum.
Yeah, it's cool. I like that. I don't know what it is, but I want one.
I like the aesthetic.
Yeah.
But Sean tries to call Gus, but he's not answering his phone, and we see Sean slowly drift off to sleep as he hears his dad's words echo through his head.
I can't help but wonder what our lives might have been like if you just stayed wherever the hell you were and not come back to Santa Barbara 5 years ago.
Maybe you're right. Maybe I shouldn't have come back.
And next thing he knows, it's morning, and it is also snowing inside his office.
I mean, if that doesn't tell you it's a dream sequence, I don't know what does.
Yup. But hey, look, Gus is back, but that's not Gus. Oh no, it is a brown snowman.
Guster the Snowman.
Guster the snowman with a corncob pipe and a button nose and two eyes made out of coal. I appreciated that.
And his shirt that we see on the mannequin in season 2. I mean, it's got everything.
Yeah, he's wearing Gus's trademark button-up shirt.
It's great.
But all Sean can ask is, Gus, where are your pants?
Which again is another classic Sean line. Like this dude doesn't, I mean, he's just so irreverent, but at the same time, he cares deeply.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I mean, where are your pants, Gus? Come on.
Followed by, are you smoking a pipe? And as he continues to not understand why the snowman is not answering him, Sean gets pelted with snowballs from off screen.
Yep.
And his assailant is Tony Cox.
Tony Cox.
As himself, but dressed in his elf costume from Bad Santa.
Because he fell asleep watching Bad Santa.
He fell asleep watching Bad Santa, but Sean recognizes Tony Cox by his real name.
Hey, I know Tony Cox. You're Marcus from Bad Santa. You're awesome.
Kiss my rock-hard bubble of an ass. Now, you clearly associate little people with cookies and holiday pageantry. Voila!
Like, I don't think I knew Tony Cox's real name until I looked at the credits of this episode.
That's probably true.
No.
Yeah. I do love how, and I don't remember if it's here or a little bit later, spoilers, sorry, but I do love how when he's talking to Tony Cox, he like mentions all of his roles, right? He's like, I'm your biggest fan, Willow, where you were like the warrior with the braids.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Tony Cox's filmography.
Yeah.
Like, I love Bad Santa, and the sequel was his last credit. He has retired from acting.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
He's like, I had a great career, but he retired, like, for health reasons. He wanted to step away.
Oh, I gotcha.
But he is one of the most prolific little person actors of all time.
He's been in quite a bit, yeah.
Yeah, and you don't recognize how much he's in because he's in costume for a lot of it. But, like, he was an Ewok.
Yes, he was. That's right.
He was in Willow. He was in Spaceballs. He was one of the Dink Dinks in Spaceballs. Leprechaun 2. He was in Beetlejuice as the wedding officiant.
What? I didn't know that.
Yes.
Man.
He was in Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey as half of Station. Do you remember Captain EO from Epcot Center?
Yeah.
Okay, he was Hooter, the elephant-looking creature with the saxophone nose.
Oh,
Trump
yeah.
thing. Yeah, that was Tony Cox.
The Cy Snoodle kind of ripoff.
Yes. Yup.
Or no, not Cy Snoodle. Max Rebo, right? I don't remember.
Maybe
both.
One of them. Yeah.
It's all the same. Yeah.
And Sean knows all of those credits because he's one of Tony Cox's biggest fans. But Tony tells him he's Sean's super ego.
Which I love, I love that Sean's like, oh, really? Then I guess people shouldn't give me a hard time.
Right. Yeah. He didn't quite get that. But remember, we're doing It's a Wonderful Life. So instead of a literal actual angel, we have the superego, which is classically represented as a little angel on your shoulder. That is a brilliant way to do this on this show.
Yeah. Well, and that's what I love. Like the writers, I mean, they really were so very, like they just did great jobs at everything they did. They took time. Like a lot of the jokes are subtle, but they work.
Yeah.
I mean, they really thought about, they really thought this stuff out.
Yeah. Like you think a lot of this is just Sean being clown shoes, but this guest spot has layers.
So good. It's so good.
So Tony Cox, in his elf outfit, hands Sean a snow globe of the psych office with a little figure of Sean watching a TV playing the footage of him breaking into Zarski's.
Yeah.
Corbin Burnson has to have that snow globe now.
I mean, I know he does. Like, yeah. I'm 100% confident in saying that he does for sure.
Unless this is a gift he gave to James Rode Rodriguez.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, to start his own 8,000 piece collection.
Yeah, sure. That'd be something.
Wouldn't that be crazy if he like willed his collection to like James Rode?
Oh my goodness.
What would you do with like 8,000 snow globes?
Oh, they'd be behind me right now. I would make shelves for them.
Oh man.
But I would start a YouTube channel. That's what I would do. But
that's true. Yeah.
Let's go through all 8,000 of my snow globes. But this snow globe is what makes Sean realize he's dreaming this. Not the snow in his office.
Or Snowman Gus.
Or Snowman Gus. Looking at himself in the snow globe is what does it.
Which, okay, by the way, Gus, the way that they made the snowman, so it's like a chocolate or brown snowman, but like it reminded me so much of like those chocolate rabbits that you get, or like the chocolate Santas that you'll find, like for Christmas or for Easter. And the whole time I'm just thinking, is he made of chocolate? And like, what kind of chocolate? Like, is it tasty? I don't know. I was super into the chocolate for some reason.
But as he's staring into this snow globe and realizing he's dreaming, did you notice out the window there's a guy dressed like the Grinch stealing presents from some couple?
Stealing Christmas, yeah.
Yes.
It's very Airplane, right? All the stuff going on in the background.
It is very Airplane, but it's also very Psych. This show is full of random background shenanigans.
Yeah. Yep.
But enough about that. Tony Cox tells Sean he's supposed to go on some journey of self-discovery. I think he uses those exact words. Some journey of self-discovery. Then he complains about his elf costumes, so Sean apologizes. And now that he realizes he's dreaming, snaps his fingers. And now Tony Cox is dressed like Paul Bunyan, sitting on top of a wooden blue ox.
And he's like, Paul Bunyan? Really?
Yeah. Trying to avoid stereotypes.
That's right.
Like he already made the Gus Snowman black.
Yeah. I mean, I love how it's just it's very Deadpool also, right? They're just breaking fourth walls, and it's like it's meta, jokes within jokes. Yeah.
But more importantly, Sean is a lucid dreamer who realizes he's dreaming and can control certain aspects of it.
Man.
Do you know anyone who can do that?
I do not, and I've wished I could for so long.
I don't even remember my dreams most of the time.
Same.
Like I will remember dreams I had when I was maybe 4 or 5 years old very vividly, but I can't remember a single dream I've had since then. Almost.
Yeah, I remember in first grade, I dreamed I was riding a brontosaurus and all the boys in my class were behind me and all the girls were over there playing like, I don't know, whatever, hopscotch, I think is what it was. And we were just riding this brontosaurus being like, yeah, we're cool.
Yep.
We're on a dinosaur.
Oh, all of my dreams were like I was in some like TV setting. Like I was just like, oh, here's I was in some kind of like Western showdown with an evil Kermit the Frog with 3 eyes.
It's amazing.
Like something involving flying on top of Optimus Prime's back, things like that. But I can't remember a single dream I've had in the last Lord knows how many years.
No, same. I remember I was long arm one time from Cops. And that's about it.
But I think my son might be a lucid dreamer because at night he'll ask, what should I dream about? And the first time he asked me, I'm like, what? So, but I'm not sure if he's just talking about what he should think about as he's falling asleep, or if he can actually control what he dreams about. And I'm not sure he can explain that because he's 11, so he doesn't know the difference.
Yeah, I don't know, but that's cool if he can do that. I mean, that's like send him to Xavier's school, man. Let's get him trained.
Yeah, like he talks about dreams like he's aware he's dreaming. So neat, maybe.
Well, good for Sean too.
Yeah. And it turns out he does not have control over where he's going during this dream because the first stop is his dad's house. And we're going to see what would have become of the people he cares about if he had never come back to Santa Barbara.
Ish. I mean, we're going to see ish.
This is very, so, I mean, Sean is in control of some things.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So Tony Cox makes Sean get to his dad's by crawling through a small red door in the wall. And as he crawls out the other side, he emerges from the cabinet underneath his dad's kitchen sink. But then Tony Cox just enters through the door, and I laughed so hard.
It's, again, just brilliant. It's brilliant writing.
But even as Tony walked in, I noticed the sink and the whole kitchen counter is piled high with dishes. It is a mess that's very uncharacteristic of Henry.
Yeah, it's like the house in True Detective, like at the end, you know. I mean,
and Sean finds his dad in the living room, sprawled out on the couch, watching old baseball videos.
What does he say? My dad's turned into Nick Nolte.
That's what he says. I thought of Fat Thor from Avengers Endgame.
Yes, totally.
But like this is 9 years before Avengers Endgame.
Oh man.
But he's got the long hair, he's got the jersey shorts, he's got an open shirt exposing a big old beer gut.
Big beer gut.
There's a sloppily applied bloody bandage on his leg. I was like, oh man, that's a little too much detail for me.
And he's drinking, like, what is he drinking? It's like this gigantic carton of like lactose. I think it's
eggnog, like lactose-free eggnog, because I think that shows up later when he wakes up.
We do get a callback to that as well, later on.
But this is like comically huge that he drinks on. I'm just like, now I never want to see another carton of eggnog as long as I live. So this version of Henry picks up the phone to call his ex-wife to ask her, don't you think maybe you rushed into this wedding thing?
Can you see Sybil Shepherd marrying like this Moroccan prince?
Well, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe actual Sybil. Yeah, Sybil Shepherd plays Sean's mom. She's not in this episode, but we have a photo of her in a wedding gown on a motorcycle in Egypt.
In the desert, yeah.
With a Moroccan prince for some reason.
As one is usually.
Oh, yeah. But she hangs up on Henry, who breaks down in tears before opening this giant eggnog carton.
That carton made me laugh so bad.
Yeah. And Sean feels vindicated, says it's a good thing he came back after all.
Yep.
But Tony Cox tells him, you're pulling the strings here. You did this to make yourself feel better. Okay, so he is a lucid dreamer.
Yeah.
And we're off to the next stop, which is to see what would become of Gus if Sean hadn't come back. Tony tells us Gus is married to a woman who has a kid from a different baby daddy, and his alcoholic mother-in-law lives with them too. Sean replies, that sounds like a UPN sitcom from the mid-90s, and then excitedly asks if they can watch Gus's life like it was a sitcom.
This is like my favorite part of the whole episode. The sitcom Gus.
Yeah, we get Willin' with the Gusters.
And I love how they just have like dance breaks and just like catchphrases.
It's so over the top.
I totally can see it. I could see me watching this like in college.
Oh,
like,
absolutely. I remember I would like put those on during my breaks when I worked at the bank in like the early aughts. It would have stuff like City Guys and the Steve Harvey Show.
Steve Harvey,
just like,
sure.
All right, watching this. This is great.
Yep.
So let's meet the Gusters, starting with his imaginary stepson, Anthony, played by Meshock Peters, who spends this whole time telling Gus,
You ain't my daddy.
Is that all he says?
This season. Last year was sniff this unit.
Meshock only has one acting credit listed after this episode. The rest is as a child actor. IMDb says he's known for Alien vs. Predator Requiem, but no, he's not, because all of his scenes were cut from the final film. What are you talking about, IMDb?
Oof, if that's what he's known for, it doesn't give me high hopes.
No.
Yeah.
I have seen him. There was a sequel to The Sandlot in 2007, not The Sandlot 2. There was another sequel to The Sandlot called Heading Home. It's got Luke Perry. But like Luke Perry's only in the beginning and the end, and the rest is a flashback to this kid's childhood because he gets like knocked on the head and sent back to his childhood where he's now has to like win his baseball championship, and like Adult Squints shows up as their coach or something. It's something else.
Peggy Sue got married there.
No, they mention it like because some other actor comes in to play Benny, and he's like, "How's Wendy? Like, how many kids you got now? 4." They end up with 9, but like this is early on in their marriage, I guess.
Yeah, it must be for sure.
But much more importantly, Gus's wife in this dream sequence is played by Keisha Knight Pulliam.
Rudy.
Grown-up Rudy Huxtable wearing a purple tracksuit with humps written on the butt.
Yes.
So, how was your day today, wife?
My cousin, Sharifa from the city, well, she moved in with us today. Oh, and Anthony learned that drugs are for thugs.
He ain't my daddy.
Here's the weird thing. I think this is a rerun.
She was amazing. She played this character so well. This is great. And I love Gus's line as he comes in as well.
Yeah, he just walks in the door. What? Keisha Knight Pulliam is on Tyler Perry's House of Pain, which is still on the air.
No.
House of Pain is the longest running TV show with a predominantly African-American cast.
Wow. I mean, good for them.
Yeah.
I thought that was canceled years ago.
Yeah, it looks like they brought it back, and they're counting it like they did with Roseanne, which is now The Connors.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And with Futurama did the same thing recently.
Yeah.
So, but here, Keisha Knight Pulliam plays Strange, the wife to Gus.
Yep.
Who proudly walks into his front door in a suit and a tie with a big smile underneath, an even bigger mustache.
His mustache. Gus in a mustache has got to be one of the greatest things I've ever seen in my life.
We get laughter and applause from a studio audience, but then we pan to where the studio audience should be, and it's just Sean and Tony Cox sitting halfway up an empty theater. Tony's laughing.
I love what he says. He's like, wow, you'd really do this to your boy?
Yeah, really, really.
Like, to sitcom Gus? Of course.
Strange then gets ready to leave, tells Gus, we've already eaten. I think there's some cereal in the pantry. Oh, and babe, would you mind taking a look at these credit card bills and paying them? And there's a mountain of credit card bills on the desk behind him.
Can we talk about Anthony's catchphrase? You know, he gives him like a cotton candy and he's like, you still ain't my daddy.
Yeah.
And so Sean asks, like, is that the only thing he says? And I like Tony Cox's response. He's like, last season it was sniff this, eunuch. What? I don't know, but I love it.
We hear the studio audience go, whoa, as Strange and Amberly leave. But as they do, Strange stares into the camera and starts speaking like a newswoman.
A spokesperson for the SVPD found it odd that the surveillance footage wasn't submitted earlier in the proceedings.
With a flashback to Sean and the security camera, and Tony Cox explains, oh, you left the TV on while you fell asleep.
Makes sense.
So it's kind of like cutting into his subconscious is kind of leaking into his dream. Then we go back to sitcom Gus tackling the large pile of credit card bills. Sean remarks, this is horrible. Gus is really underappreciated around here. And as Tony tells him, bingo, we cut back to Gus looking like his normal non-sitcom self.
Yeah, it's deep. Hopefully Sean has a change of heart here.
I hope so. Well, he's still in denial right now, he says.
That's true.
Like, because Tony's trying to tell him, like, your imagination is dark and ridiculous, but at least the message is buried in here somewhere.
It's somewhere in there, yeah. Just dig a little deeper.
Yeah, and Sean's like, what message? That everyone would be miserable if I hadn't come back?
That's right. I love Sean, because he is so self-centered.
He really is. Yeah. But that's it for Gus's imaginary sitcom. Sean asks what's next, and Tony lets out a wait for it.
It's classic.
Then motions for a large studio door to open up.
I've heard it both ways.
To the mostly familiar, but now more militarized halls of the Santa Barbara Police Department. There are foot soldiers running across the floor that's now painted with a seal bearing the face of President Gerald Ford.
Yeah, I was confused by that. I would have thought maybe Richard Nixon, or Reagan, but Gerald Ford? That's
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
Barred gates line the halls with a no squirrels sign.
Oh, that's me. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Lassie somehow took a hit out on the squirrels of his neighbors or something like that.
Oh, yeah. No, he hates squirrels.
Yeah.
That, is a recurring thing with Lassie. But first, at the very end of the hall, we see Chief Vic with a short, dark brown haircut, high leather boots, and a megaphone shouting, "Halt!" in a German accent, like Frau Farbissna from Austin Powers, because... Well, Sean apparently also watched that before he fell asleep, and he's got a thing for Frau.
Got a thing for Frau, you know? I mean, Jules is a tough woman. I guess he just likes strong women, you know?
Sure, that's it. Gee, boy, I did not expect the Psych Christmas episode from 15 years ago to get topical on us.
No, for real.
But that's our commercial break.
Come on, let's go. I need breakfast. And don't shut the... My Kellogg's Corn Pops. My keys. They're locked in. Stay calm. Smooth move.
Maybe we could call for help.
Yeah, sure. Help! I want my Corn Pops. Oh, like sweet popcorn, I could be having them now. But thanks to the little dweeb bet, I'm locked out. My pops are locked in, and what am I gonna do? I was gonna do that.
Kellogg's Corn Pops cereal is part of this complete breakfast.
I gotta have my pops.
What's up, dudes? I'm Jerry D of Totally Rad Christmas, the podcast that talks all things Christmas in the 80s. Toys, movies, specials, music, books, fashion, and fads.
If it was gnarly during Christmas in the 80s, he's got it covered. Wait, is there a lot of things to talk about for the 80s and Christmas?
Well, you got the movie giants like Christmas Vacation, Scrooged, and A Christmas Story. There are TV specials like Muppet Family Christmas, Claymation Christmas Celebration, and a Garfield Christmas special.
Plus classics shown every year.
You also jam out to Last Christmas, Do They Know It's Christmas, and Christmas in Hollis. But most of all, it was a time for the most bodacious, best-selling Christmas toys ever, like He-Man, G.I. Joe, Transformers,
and Cabbage Patch Kids.
Yes, them too. We cover them all, plus much more, including standard segments like Hap Hap Happiest Memory, Gag Me With the Spoon, The Other Half of the Battle,
and Chant with the Littles.
So tune in to Totally Rad Christmas everywhere you get your podcasts. Turn the clock back and dive into those warm and fuzzy memories.
Later, dudes.
Welcome back to the uptight ice prison that is the Santa Barbara Police Department and Sean Spencer's It's a Wonderful Life Dream, which is not run by the German caricature of Chief Vic, but by Lassie, who is dressed in his Civil War reenactor uniform from an earlier episode.
From season 1.
Season 1. That was a great callback. I had to look. I'm like, is that the same uniform? It is absolutely the same uniform.
Yep. And I love like his handlebar mustache.
He's got the mustache and goatee.
Yeah.
He's added a monocle this time. That was a nice touch. That wasn't in the original outfit.
Which in season 4, he is wearing a monocle when he's reading the paper.
Oh, that's right.
In the werewolf episode. And he's like, why are you reading that paper like Mr. Peanut? You know? And
I wish I could get away with a monocle, but both my eyes are terrible. So
same. Yeah. I'm kind of stuck.
There is a great behind the scenes photo of Timothy Omenson, Kirsten Nelson, and Maggie Lawson in their outfits in the dream sequence.
Oh, that's cool. I haven't seen it. Yeah.
Oh, it's great. I'll put it in the show notes. We'll get to Jules in a bit, but for now, Dream Chief Lassie finds the fact that only 31% of arrested assailants have sustained gunshot wounds unacceptable.
I'm not going to touch that one.
He especially berates Junior Detective McNabb. McNabb made the dream.
McNabb is awesome.
I love McNabb.
He doesn't get enough credit for the role that he plays in the show, right?
Oh.
I mean, like he lightens moments. McNabb's fantastic.
He's a big, tall softy, played by Sage Brocklebank. Here's how useless IMDb's known for section is. Psych's not even on there.
I mean, that's what he's known for.
That's what he's known for. Number 1 is a minor character in the movie The Predator as transport driver. Shut up, IMDb.
Oh, I do remember that, though. But
I remember that, but come on.
Yeah, I mean, he's McNabb. He's always going to be McNabb.
He's McNabb.
No matter what he does.
I remember seeing him on a single episode of Once Upon a Time. He was Gaston. But he gets killed off immediately.
So I remember I loved Once Upon a Time. We watched all first season and then we kind of just stopped.
We made it through season 5. And then I guess like we had our third kid around that time. It was just like, all right, we need to take a break from this. And we never came back. And now we're going through it again. So now we're about halfway through season 3. So we're just ending the Peter Pan.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, that's been fun watching it with the kids now that they're old enough.
See, I remember McNabb. He was also, and he plays this role, I think, a few times, but he's like the ex-boyfriend in a Hallmark movie, it's a Hallmark Christmas movie where, they leave the ex-boyfriend to go, to find their true love in this Wall Street guy or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was one of those.
He's the ex.
Yeah, he's the ex.
Wow. I can see him pulling it off. That works.
He did a great job. I mean,
great.
He was, the put upon guy, like, oh, you never really loved me.
Yep. But Lassie dismisses his troops, and now it's Vic's turn to parrot the news report from the TV show and left on.
It is believed Sarsky has interest in several small businesses on Santa Barbara's west side, though his affiliations remain unconfirmed.
Sean takes a peek into Lassie's office. He's back looking like his usual self, though with a rack of assault rifles behind him.
Well, that might be Lassie's usual self.
Yeah, I guess that is still his usual self. You're right. Just not in the office, but
right.
He just wouldn't display those at work. That'd be a violation of safety protocol. Even the real Lassie knows that, I think.
Yeah.
But Sean notes if he hadn't come back, Lassie would be in his dream job and he'd be respected. Tony Cox tells him, see, not everyone would be worse off without you. And Sean says, all the more reason I needed to come home. I saved the SBPD.
He sure did. Lassie would never have hired him.
No, and that's when Sean realizes, wait a minute, Jules isn't here. Where is she?
Yeah, and this is another great callback to the first season, to both the pilot and episode 2.
Yes, Tony explains because Sean wasn't there to out Lassie's secret relationship with his old partner from that pilot.
Yep.
That position never opened up for Juliet to apply for, so she's still in their hometown of Miami.
TJ Hooker style.
That's right. Sean wants to see her, and Tony tells him, you might want to sit down. So he does, on a bench along the wall, which starts to move like a roller coaster car with accompanying noises. That was a nice little effect.
It even takes a picture. He even like puts his hands up and there's a
I love that part.
Like, all right. Can I ride that ride?
Yeah, really. And after the camera flash, we find Sean is suddenly in the back of Jules' squad car racing through the strangely empty streets of somewhere in Miami.
So this part didn't ring true for you, huh?
No, this clearly is not Miami. Like, I saw like hills in the background.
Yeah.
This isn't even America.
No, it's Canada. They film it in Canada.
It is Burnaby, British Columbia, Canada, part of Metro Vancouver. Psych was filmed in and around the Vancouver area, the beach, the pier, the outside of the SBPD.
Yep.
That's all in a town called White Rock. But this particular street is in Burnaby.
Which makes her joke in a little bit really great.
Oh, yeah. No, it's great. Yeah, this is like a studio backlot in Burnaby. So they use this for a lot of things.
Nice.
Jules is rocking some big Florida blow-dried hair, though, and smoky eyeshadow.
That's right. She's totally Heather Locklear.
Yeah, Sean's the one who says that. And I absolutely buy that this is how Sean pictures her in his head.
Oh, totally. Yep. Again, it fits right in. He loves like all that whole time. He's always quoting the 80s.
Oh, yeah.
Like obscure. I mean, even Gus makes fun of him one time. Hey, look at me. I'm Sean. I make obscure 80s references. You know? I mean, that's exactly what's happening here.
Oh, yeah. And this is like a cartoon version of TJ Hooker, too, because it's like,
of course, yeah.
The police uniforms have a big colorful patch that says the County of Miami Police Enforcement, which is not what it's called. Whatever. It's Sean's dream. It's supposed to look cartoonish, I guess.
Yeah.
Jules' fake partner is Officer Baczynski.
Hey, why couldn't we just let him go?
Because they're violent criminals and they smuggled those cigars.
You know what? I don't think I'm cut out for this. I need to transfer to somewhere like Santa Barbara.
Oh, that'd be nice. I'd probably be a detective by now.
Played by Graham Beddoes. He's a Vancouver-based actor. He had a recurring role on some show called The Drive. He had a minor role in that Daniel Radcliffe movie, Horns, which was also filmed in Vancouver. So,
oh, I never saw that.
I'm glad shows filming there are giving these actors enough work that they can live there.
Yeah, that's a plus. I didn't recognize him from anything. I just knew that, as Sean mentions, he plays the Adrian Zemed character.
Yeah. But we accompany Jules and her partner as they chase a bunch of guys in a pink Cadillac who turn around and shoot at them, sending Jules' squad car flying onto its side. Both her partner and Sean are screaming as Jules just looks at the camera and rolls her eyes. I loved that.
Yeah, she's tough, man.
Oh, that was great.
I do like how in this universe she's dating Dwayne Wade.
Yeah. He's got like his picture on the dashboard.
He's like, that doesn't even make sense. He's with Gabrielle Union. We won't bring that up. But
no. But at one point, as the car's screeching sideways down the road, everything slows down, and it looks for a bit like Jules notices Sean.
Yeah, it really does. The funny thing is, they're like so connected. At this time, they were still dating, right? In real life, I think.
Yeah. Yes, they were.
Yeah. So like you can see the chemistry, the rapport that they have. And a lot of that does kind of bleed off into the actual show. And then you get into the movies after the show ended and it's like, well, that's a whole different vibe. Yeah.
Yeah. Like this is as far as we could take this. We had a good run, but I think they're still like amicable. Like they're still buds.
I think so. Yeah.
Like, I think they did podcasts together, so great. Because I know that she and Timothy Omenson did a Psych Rewatch podcast.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. But so far, no one else in this dream has seen Sean besides Tony Cox and I guess Jules now. So there's this quick moment here where it looks like Miami Jules does, but we switch back to the car screeching and nothing becomes of it.
No, it's a pretty cool car chase though.
Oh, it's great. Oh, and it's it's a classic like 80s like huge Lincoln Tow car police like
like old school boxy looking cars. Yeah.
It has a vanity plate that's OPNWYD, open wide. Okay, I don't get the joke, but sure.
I don't either. I wish I could say I did. I mean, I've seen every episode at least 5 times. I don't know.
I don't get it, but I don't know. Here comes the careening police car. I don't know. But then Jules kicks off the windshield and ducks behind an alley as these guys in the pink Cadillac continue shooting. Sean peeks his head out and looks at Jules, who suddenly grasps her right arm. He blinks and then sees the Jules as we know her.
Right, modern. Yeah.
And she stares right at Sean again.
Well, they all kind of give him a little look when they're their normal selves, right? I mean, they kind of look at him there, but
yeah, I guess so.
But
I guess I thought Gus and Lassie were looking off camera a little bit, but Jules is kind of looking directly at us.
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
Then she's back in her Miami cop form and shooting at the other guys who escape up a fire escape and into an open window before Jules' backup finally shows up. She asks, what were you guys waiting for? Canadian Thanksgiving? Which
it's great.
This is supposed to be near Christmas, right? Canadian Thanksgiving comes before American Thanksgiving. That doesn't work.
It sure does. Yeah.
That joke doesn't work, Miami Jules.
Of the next year? I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know.
Oh.
Then we get another clip of the news report, but this time it's coming from the police car's radio. This one talks about how Zarsky has ties to the Miami area.
Mm-hmm. For possible extortion there.
Right. And before Tony Cox appears again, and Sean tells him Jules is very lucky, Sean, how'd he put it, played a major role in her career development.
I mean, I guess that's one way of looking at it, Sean.
Yeah.
But
Tony tells Sean he's still in denial. So with his magic super breath he apparently has, we find ourselves back in the psych office.
Mm-hmm.
Still covered in styrofoam snow, but now Snowman Gus is melting.
Which I got to say, so every time we're redecorating to start a new season, they have me light up trees before because we tear everything down and we put it back up. And so they have me put all brand new lights on these trees. And as I'm doing this, most of them are flocked.
Oh no.
And I gotta say, James Roday better be wearing like some sort of mask or something, because stuff, you breathe it in, you're coughing for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, no, I know that from The Simpsons doing it.
That's exactly right.
But he sees Snowman Gus melting, and Sean says he needs to wake up, but Tony Cox tells him, not till you learn your lesson. And Sean swears he already did about how important he is to everyone, but Tony finally asks him,
haven't you seen It's a Wonderful Life?
No, I can't do black and white.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. As a kid, I couldn't either. I was like, I'm not watching this.
Oh, I loved black and white stuff as a kid.
Really?
I mean, black and white cartoons, I would watch black and white cartoons. I'm just like, I don't know. I guess I thought it was culture.
No, I was more into the Three Stooges, which were in black and white.
Right.
But that's about it.
Well, and I would watch Our Gang, and I would watch...
That's true. I guess I would watch that. And the Addams Family and the Munsters.
Yeah, like Nick and Knight.
All right, I don't know what I'm talking about.
And have you ever seen It's a Wonderful Life in color? It's garbage.
No,
Don't watch it. It's so bad. It's so bad. It looks like, it looks like they Crayola colored it in. It's like, I guess it's Technicolor, but bad. It just looks so
early
bad.
Technicolor.
Yeah.
You know what they need? If they're going to do it, they should get AI to do it. And
no, they shouldn't. Leave it alone.
Well, I mean, that's the obvious choice. But if you're gonna, let's up your game a little bit.
No. Just, if you want it in color, It's a Wonderful Life, just like animate it. I don't know.
Or just watch one of the many shows that have covered it, done their own spin on it.
Yeah, you can watch it if you really need to see it in color, but it's not great, friends. But Tony asks him, what about A Christmas Carol? And he says, I can't do subtitles either. What?
that's just classic Sean, like confusing things, right?
Oh, yeah. No, I think that's right.
Like Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Marzipan.
He's talking about the 5 seconds the Swedish Chef is in. That's all. It's deck the halls, man.
That's right.
You don't need subtitles. Sean then says, you know what I have seen? Elf. How come you're not in that? And Tony Cox says,
I love this line.
It's not about me and what roles I should have gotten over Dinklage. Yeah, get him.
Yeah, that's the line of the episode.
It really is. And Tony hits Sean with, what do you think you would be doing if you hadn't come back to Santa Barbara? And I guess this is where we have to veer off the It's a Wonderful Life path, because in this scenario, Sean still exists. He was born. He's alive. And among his jobs were at Graceland and driving the Wienermobile.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Those sound amazing. I would love to drive the Wienermobile.
Yeah, like that's like hashtag life goals, right? I mean,
I'm probably too old now. They want like young, attractive people for the job.
Well, then I was never considered.
No,
so.
I'm only one of those things, a person. But,
exactly.
But Tony tells Sean he'd been bouncing from job to job, avoiding responsibility and emotional commitment. And for the first time in this series, a part of Sean tells himself it's time for him to grow up.
Yeah.
Or he's going to lose the people who care about him the most. And Sean finally starts listening to that voice inside him. Until another voice inside him shows up and smacks him.
Hey! Don't give it to him, you sellout.
Where the hell did you come from?
Your butt.
And it's Sean's younger self that we've seen in flashbacks.
Yeah, another great joke coming up here in a bit.
Oh, yeah.
Did you like this particular version of Sean?
No, this is the one that looked the least like Sean because they had to keep replacing the actor.
Right.
As like these actors grew up. But this is starting in season 5. It was Skylar Gisondo.
Yep.
Who's now Jimmy Olsen in the new Superman movie.
Yep.
As soon as I saw the teacher's friend, I'm just like, it's little Sean.
And Jimmy Olsen in this new Superman movie, he pulls, man.
Does he?
He pulls.
Wow.
So
I haven't seen it yet. Oh, I'm so excited.
It's funny that like to see him as a kid and think of like, wow, the places you'll go.
Yeah, really. Well, and like rewatching Once Upon a Time, he's one of the Lost Boys. So I recently saw him in that. But and even in that, I immediately thought, there's young Sean.
Yeah. Yeah. No, my favorite Sean, I think, was the one before him. Like
Liam, the middle one.
Somebody.
Yeah. Like not the pilot, but the one after.
Yeah.
Was like, and he looked like Sean. This like Skylar Gisondo doesn't look like James Rodriguez at all.
Just doesn't like at all.
It was a weird choice. But I guess kid was in Vancouver and tested well. So great. Like he acts like Sean.
Yeah, he does. He's a good Sean.
Yeah, he's a good Sean as far as the character goes.
Right. But yeah, just not really James Roday-ish.
Yeah, very good joke here because Tony Cox asks, who's this? And young Sean replies, us as a kid. Tony says, doesn't look like us as a kid. And young Sean says, well, we changed sometimes from week to week, huh?
Yeah, great nod. Because there was the kid in the pilot. I think there was another kid.
Yeah, Skylar was the fourth.
Yeah. So great joke.
But young Sean is acting as the id opposite of Tony Cox's super ego. Reminds his older self he made a promise to never grow up, but Sean pushes him away. Tells him, go to your room or do whatever you want. Just go. You're freaking me out.
Right.
And from what I've seen on the internet, a lot of sources cite this scene as very pivotal turning point of the entire series.
Sean does become a little more responsible after this.
Yeah, like self-aware of.
Yeah, he's still goofy.
Oh yeah,
but you can definitely see seasons 6, 7, and 8. Sean are much different than like seasons 1 through now.
Like he's more committed to like being in a grown-up relationship with Jules,
right?
Being in a grown-up relationship with Gus, things like that. Like he's taking his life more seriously, and it all comes back to this moment.
Yeah.
Like, this is where he changes his character and decided he's got to put on his big boy pants. But we see young Sean sadly walk away and fade away even as Tony Cox tells him, you didn't have to kill your inner child. Just take responsibility for your decisions and the way they affect others. And that's the difference.
Yep. That's good advice for life, guys. So
yeah, it is. Yep.
One day I'll learn that.
Well, Tony seems to think it's okay to make his exit now, and Sean sits down in the chair he fell asleep in as he continues watching the camera footage on TV. And the Sean on the TV shines his flashlight right at us.
Yep.
And the real Sean wakes up and he realizes he was right about there not being any cameras in the building he was snooping around in.
Yeah.
He says that video had to have been shot from outside.
Well, that's the thing, right? Even though he is like reckless and he's impulsive and he does these things, but also like he does check first. He is a little careful. So
yeah.
It's just the fact that he was caught at first. You're just so jarred because it's like, that's not, I mean, he does do a little bit of homework here.
Yeah. Realizes he's talking to himself now, looks over his shoulder to find Gus the snowman is gone, and he wistfully says, yep. Oh, brown snowman Gus, I think I'll miss you most of all.
Nice Wizard of Oz.
Yeah. So after another commercial break, we find Sean hiding in an alleyway on, wait a minute, it's the fake Miami from his dream. I didn't know that weird pizza place sign anywhere.
That's right.
Which, fine, it was Sean's dream, and you know how you'll dream of a familiar place, but then when you wake up, you realize it's nothing like the actual place.
Yeah.
So
that sounds like a plausible explanation rather than they were just trying to save money.
I mean, a little economy, but Sean's called up Gus to help him retrace his steps. He tells him the light bulb came on. I've had a catheter is what Sean says.
Catheter,
this is one of those things you were talking about. Gus corrects him. You mean catharsis? I've heard it both ways.
Yeah. So that's one of the main ones, right? There's that's right. That's another catchphrase that they say. Like they
come on, son.
Come on. I'm proud of you.
But Sean admits he should have listened to Gus, and he apologizes sincerely, adding, if he'd never come back to Santa Barbara, he doesn't know what Gus would be doing, but Sean would be wishing Gus was there.
Yeah. And then Gus says, well, he'd probably be married to like some gold digger or something.
Yeah.
So he basically spells out exactly what happened in sitcom.
Sure. Yeah. See, Sean wasn't too far off base.
Yeah.
But Gus tells Sean he doesn't see any way out of this mess for Sean, and Sean entices him with backstage passes to Ralph Tresvant. Sold.
I had to look him up because the name sounded familiar, but I had no idea what was
I
what.
didn't know him by name, but he's the lead guy in New Edition.
New Edition, yep.
Yeah.
I was like, oh,
treat
that
yourself,
guy.
Kids. So Sean explains the footage of him had to have been shot through a window from across the street. He remembers the angle of the shot from the TV, and they go up to the apartment that Sean thinks it had to have been pointing from.
Mm-hmm.
But before he knocks on the door, Gus stops him because he smells something. For you see, friends, Gus is gifted with his own little superpower, which he calls the Super Sniffer.
The Super Sniffer. I love Sean's response first, where he's like, I ate a bran muffin. I needed something quick.
But the Super Sniffer has sniffed something petroleum-based.
Where do you think the Super Sniffer falls on this, scale of superpowers?
I mean, it's helpful.
Because they say below X-ray vision and weather control, but definitely better than anything Robin brings to the table.
Not wrong.
That's right.
But now it's Sean's turn to use his superpower of hyper keen observation as he notices through a crack in the door that it's deadbolted shut.
Mm-hmm.
He whispers whoever lives here is home and doesn't want to be disturbed. Just as he says that, a neighbor across the street cracks open his door and Gus simply says, Census Bureau. which it's 2010. That's a legit cover. They do it every 10 years.
Yep.
But Sean, in a rare moment of actually making good choices, says they're going to bring the police in before they do anything else.
They're going to practice impulse control.
Yeah.
Which is the act of controlling one's impulses.
That's how you know Sean's actually serious about this.
That's right.
So we cut to Lassie's desk, where Sean has come bearing a very lovely potted poinsettia and an apology.
Oh, again, I love this apology. Everything about this apology is so great.
I have recently taken a long look at the man in the mirror. What I discovered was, in spite of always giving you such a hard time about being too uptight, too rigid, the truth is, I could have gotten a lot further in my own life if I'd had even half of your discipline.
And posture.
Sure.
And the sternum bush.
Absolutely.
And my pursuit driving ability.
If you need to hear that, then yes.
And I gotta cut the soundbite in here of Sean telling Lassie he's taking a long look at the man in the mirror, and Gus quietly adds, hee hee. That was so
great. Gus is the best. Like when
he's
like
so great at just punctuating Sean's silliness.
This is my friend Imhotep, which means like he comes in peace. Show him you're coming in peace face, and then Gus just makes this crazy.
Sean makes his little here comes the smolder.
It's so good. Yeah.
But yeah, that little spoonful of sweet talk works on Lassie. He has Sean's attention. Or Sean has his attention, but...
Yep.
And Sean tells him he's had a psychic vision about a location that may yield new evidence. When Lassie reminds him he's suspended, Sean insists they're gonna take a drive. That's all they're gonna do, and from there, they'll do everything Lassie's way, which is a special kind of frightening, but fine. Lassie's on board, and they head back to the apartment, where Sean immediately notices the deadbolt is now off, so he senses no one's home.
I do like how, yes, he's hyper observant, but also his eyesight must be amazing, because there are times where he sees things like, how in the world do you see? I know I'm ridiculously blind without my glasses, but there's little things that he just sees. It's like, okay, your eyes, you must have supervision
for real.
Something.
Just yeah. But Gus brings up that smell again, and Lassie notes, whatever it is, it smells flammable, and that's something he likes to call cause. So he kicks open the door and finds the camera that caught Sean in action still set up and pointing out the window.
Yep.
And a series of developed photos hanging on the wall of Sarsky and some associates. So whoever lives here wasn't watching Sean, he was watching Sarsky.
Sarsky, yep.
And Sean also notices a plate of burnt toast crust on the kitchen table, and also that there's a cell phone there, and he finds a bunch of recent calls to 305 area codes. Remembering Gus is all Rain Man-y about either area codes or state capitals, and thankful it's the former.
That's right, because he's more like John Nash with the state capitals.
That's right, yeah. They learned, because I already know, that 305 services Miami.
That's right. That hit home for you, huh?
Yeah. So Sean calls one of the numbers, finds out the phone belongs to someone named Juan, when Lassie calls them into the other room because he found the source of the chemical odor. Somebody's been trying to make a bomb.
Oof. Yep. I'd make a Unabomber joke here, but that's probably in poor taste. So
that's fine. Sean fakes a vision that the man who lives there is named Juan, and he's from Miami. So they go talk to Jules, who's got a cute little ceramic Santa head on her desk.
She does.
I think it's a candy jar.
I could be. I mean, there's a candy jar in Chief Vic's desk later on. So
yeah.
I do gotta say though, Lassie has a great point about Sean's vision. A guy from Miami named Juan. I mean, it's Miami.
Yeah. That doesn't narrow it down. But Jules looks into it and finds Miami PD was trying to get Sarsky on extortion for years, but he moved out west. But the night before he moved, a taco restaurant where he did dealings was destroyed in a fire.
Yeah.
One of said restaurant's owners, Carmen, was killed. The other owner was a man named Juan Lava. And we get a rarely sincere, "Good job, Spencer," from Lassie. Like, that actually took me aback a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, later on, like in the movies, they're much more amicable, right? They will give each other comments. They do rely on Lassie calls Sean for certain things. So this is like a nice start to it all.
Yeah. So, like, even Lassie sees, like, something's different about you. You did good work here.
Yeah.
But Sean remembers that burnt toast from the room, and he says he senses Juan wasn't the culinary type, so there's something more going on here.
Something more, yeah.
But it's enough for Lassie to move in for a stakeout, and we cut to Sean and Gus watching for Sarsky from behind his place in Gus's blue Toyota Echo, the Blueberry.
The Blueberry.
It's somehow both a super iconic and super boring car, which is perfect for Gus.
It's totally Gus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who notes Sean looks tired and tells him he should take a nap. Sean insists he's sharp as a tack, but a subtitle informs us exactly 7 minutes later, Sean's out cold.
But do you remember why he tells him to take a nap?
Oh, remind me. I didn't write it down.
So he said they're talking about Zarsky, like, because they're staking him out. He and his goons are drinking absinthe. And so Sean says, they say the wormwood in absinthe makes your shadow glow. We should do shots, then play laser tag.
I mean,
sounds like a win.
No, yeah. But Sean opens his eyes to find Tony Cox is back, this time ironically dressed like another famous tall guy, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Well, and Sean had asked him earlier if he'd rather, instead of Paul Bunyan, dress him as Kareem.
Yeah.
And he said, like, pre-afro or post-afro. He said,
right.
Post. Like, forget you. But sure enough, it's post-afro Kareem.
Yeah, with the goggles.
The goggles, yeah.
Tony's wondering why he's back, and Sean can only think of his dad, who hasn't been returning his calls. Tony asks Sean why he thinks Henry took the consultant job in the first place. Sean thinks he was trying to protect him, and Tony suggests, well, maybe he's still protecting you, and maybe, just maybe, he might have actually been enjoying working with his son.
Yeah, and all that started with the Yin case.
Oh, yeah, the Yin case.
4.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's a great, that's the Alfred Hitchcock episode.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, that's another great, because that was like 3 different episodes. That was an ongoing thing.
And the movie. The first movie was all...
Oh, that's right. The first movie she comes back in. Ali Sheedy is a pivotal part of that. Oh, yeah. It's wonderful.
Oh, so good. So good. But yeah, that's where he like accepts this job as like...
Yeah, you're right.
The liaison, or I guess in charge of consultants.
Yeah, he's in charge of the consultants. So he's the one who officially brings Sean on the projects. That's why Henry gets fired.
Yeah. Poor guy.
But Sean has a light bulb moment here, and Tony doesn't fade out of existence quite yet. Because Sean explains he's more of a fan of the awkward exit. So we watch Tony Cox awkwardly climb out of the window and fall screaming before Gus wakes up Sean.
It was, oh man. That's one of the best parts of this, of this episode as well.
Oh,
it's
Tony
Cox
so brought his A game.
I loved it. He really did. Like this cat can act, man.
He only has an A game. That's it.
That's right.
But Gus tells Sean Lassie called and they've been interrogating Juan for an hour, but he won't talk. So he wants Sean to take a crack at him, but on the DL because Sean's still suspended.
Yeah.
So back at the station, Sean interrogates Juan.
Juan, my name is Sean.
I know who you are.
I'm here to help. And I loved you y tu mama también.
I'm a Cuban American in my 30s. Those guys were Mexican teenagers, played by guys in their 20s.
It's fair.
Who is played by Jacob Vargas, whom I know as one of the kids from Ernest Goes to Camp.
Oh, okay. Wasn't he A.B. Quintanilla in the Selena movie?
Oh, maybe. I missed that.
Right? I think he was Selena's brother, if I recall.
Oh, no, Ernest Goes to Camp was what stood out to me when I was looking at it. So I'm just like, oh, that is him. And then I remember watching him. You ever watch that National Treasure show on Disney Plus?
I never did.
Okay. It was pretty good. Like I was hoping it would get a second season, but it didn't. But in that one season, he played the main character's father, whom she thought was dead and ended up in a prison. But that was a fun little show.
Let's see. Yeah.
He's been in a bunch of stuff. He was in Sons of Anarchy. He was in Romeo and Michelle's high school reunion.
Yeah,
Get
he was.
Shorty.
He was AB Quintanilla. Which
Okay.
I mean, I'm from the Valley, so it's like.
Oh, that's huge for you. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Everybody knows Selena. Yeah.
Sean notices an engagement ring hanging on a necklace Juan is wearing and surmises Carmen, who died in the fire, was his fiance.
Yeah.
And that makes Juan finally open up, says Sarsky took his whole world from him, but the fire was ruled an accident, and says it's not enough for Sarsky to go to jail for tax fraud. He was casing Sarsky for months, and then Sean showed up that night and got in Juan's way, so he turned over that camera footage.
Yeah. It's like getting Al Capone on, tax evasion as well, right?
Yeah.
I mean, like they wish they could have gotten him on something better, but in this case, I mean, hey, we were talking about the Punisher, so
yeah, yep. But Sean tells Juan, "You're not a murderer," and he promises to nail Sarsky for more than just tax fraud. But Juan softly says it's too late.
Mm-hmm.
Then puts his face in his hands, and Sean notices Juan's wearing a digital watch that's counting down. That bomb's gonna go off in less than half an hour.
I love it. Let's add to the stakes here.
Really? So Lassie and Jules drive back over the Sarskys with Sean in the back, begging Juan to tell him where the bomb is, but Juan is not talking.
Sean has like this great ability to bond with people, like when he was interrogating that Wiccan guy in the the arson episode. He can get people to talk, but they have to give a little bit.
Yeah, like they got to cooperate with him, and Juan hasn't been. So the cops evacuate the building. Lassie and Jules personally get Sarsky out of there.
Yep.
Juan's watch ticks down with just seconds left as everyone braces for impact, but with 1 second left, the bomb squad calls in an all clear.
Yeah.
Juan looks relieved until Sarsky walks up next to him and tries to make small talk.
Long time no see. How's that pretty little lady of yours, huh? You're not still smoking, I hope.
Wow.
Yeah, like, come on, man. Like they already suspect you set this fire. Like, come on.
For real. But I mean, I'm about to pile on a bit more when I say solid burn. Thank you.
He'll be here all week, folks.
No, I won't. And then Sarsky confidently mocks the detectives, saying they'll never get anyone to testify against them. And they look around at a crowd of neighbors who have gathered just watching all of this silently. None of them dare speak, but Sean will. He dramatically stands up in a squad car and announces,
I will testify!
Haven't you embarrassed yourself enough already?
Hardly. I'm just getting started, you giant cockroach. You know what? That was out of line. I apologize to cockroaches everywhere, especially Jiminy Cricket. Although for the first time in over 30 years, it occurs to me he might be a cricket.
Of course he's a cricket.
I mean, my new headcanon is now that Jiminy Cricket is a cockroach.
Sure. Close enough.
Yeah.
Another super ego character.
I do like how when he gets on the squad car, Lassie kind of like winces a little bit.
Yeah. I think Jules does too. It's just like, please don't. But Sean says loudly for the crowd to hear, he believes, though he can't prove, that Sarsky's been extorting them all. And Gus now joins him on the hood of the car, announcing he will testify as well, despite not having proof. Lassie then reminds all the neighbors he and the rest of the police with him took an oath to serve and protect them all, but sometimes they need help.
Yep.
And Sean continues, we can't possibly know how hard this is for all of you, but we do know someone who does. And he looks over at Juan, who tells the crowd, that man killed my fiance. We refused to pay him for nothing, so he burned down our restaurant while she was still inside. Mm-hmm. Now I know you're scared, but he can't touch us if we stand together.
Yep. No cumbias here, that's for sure.
Nope. And Sarsky mockingly applauds him, saying, nice try, got me right here.
I loved when he did that. I was like, wow, this guy, he's got some cojones, man. I mean,
yeah,
it's
really. But after a beat, a woman with a young daughter speaks up and agrees to testify, saying Zarsky collects on Thursdays and she has receipts. And one by one, more neighbors join her, and that is enough for Lassie to cuff Zarsky to cheers from the gathered crowd. Got him.
So good. I mean, it's like everything you want in like one of these wrap-up episodes, right? I mean, it's the perfect moment. Everybody's like, we're gonna band together and we're gonna stand up for the little guys, and you're not gonna take our land or whatever. I mean, it's that moment. It's great.
Then Lassie turns to Sean, who interrupts, before you go off on me, I was way, way off on the bomb thing.
It turns out Juan here was just counting down the minutes to tonight's season premiere of True Blood.
Sookie.
Sookie.
Never mind that it's still daytime. Yeah, Gus whispers, Sookie. He's not
Gus
wrong.
is amazing. Yeah, no.
Lassie says, nice try, before the head of the bomb squad informs him, no, it actually was a false alarm. There was no bomb in the building.
Yep.
Lassie gives a quizzical look at Sean, who just says, my bad, tosses Juan his watch back, and Jules uncuffs him, wishes him a Merry Christmas.
Yep.
And Juan offers Sean and Gus some eggnog as they all hang out on the stoop. There's the carton of eggnog.
Mm-hmm. They even say, like, Juan Lava's lactose-free eggnog.
Yes. Thanks them both for giving him a second chance, bids them a Merry Christmas before heading upstairs.
And he's gonna stay in Santa Barbara because, like he says, it's super cheap.
It's super cheap. Well, that neighborhood especially.
That's right.
But after Juan leaves, Sean asks Gus to show him the diffused bomb.
Yep.
And we flash back to the back of the squad car where Juan whispers to Sean how to disarm the bomb. And Sean's texting the instructions to Gus on his little iPhone 3G.
Yeah.
Impressive, Gus.
It's that, what do they call it? Like T1 or texting or something like that. T9
texting. Well, no,
T9
it's the iPhone. So it's,
was it? Okay. Oh.
Yeah, no, he had an iPhone, because I remember, like, it's an early iPhone ringtone and everything. They made it a point for it to be an iPhone. Like, they marketed that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it was like the second version of it. So it's like, it's the one with the apps. And he had like a little green case for it that says Psych.
Like, that's right. He did have an iPhone case that they get in the second Christmas episode, Christmas Joy.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. But Gus defused a bomb. Impressive.
Hey, Gus has skills. I mean,
man.
He's a safe cracker. He can do all this stuff.
He's got the steady hands.
That's right. Well, no, I don't know. He does say, my thumbs flutter like hummingbird wings in high pressure situations.
Oh, you're right. But back at headquarters, Chief Vic admires the front page newspaper headline of Zarsky getting put away, commends Sean for turning things around, but he admits he doesn't deserve the credit for righting a wrong that was his to begin with. That goes to Lassie and Jules, which the chief says, that's what I told the mayor. But she also spoke with Internal Affairs, who are dropping their investigation of the department and Sean, since they ended up getting Zarsky on way more serious charges than they had before.
I mean, yeah, you gotta drop it at that point, right?
They're willing to help a guy out if they, they wrap up Zarsky in a nice little package for him. But the chief reminds Sean he still made the entire department look embarrassing, so she doesn't want to see him again until after the new year, which, fair.
Yeah.
But Sean does ask the chief for one favor and speaks up for his dad, and she agrees he can have his job back if he wants it.
Yeah. Which is sweet, because Sean didn't have to do that, but it does show some real growth.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
I love, like, their whole arc, right? Is just, it's so great because they start off like season 1, season 2. They're like just there's a lot of animosity there. Season 3, after the Sybil Shepherd comes back in like the first episode, all of a sudden it starts to warm to the point where, like, at the end of season 6 or 7, whatever it is, when he gets shot, like, Sean's willing to like go Rambo style hunt down his.
Oh, that's right.
His murder. It was like, it's like, that's how far they've come. It's great.
Oh, for real. Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
But we cut back to Henry's place where we find him asleep on the couch, thankfully not surrounded by a pungent mess. So Sean quietly drops off a Christmas gift basket, puts a quilt on his sleeping pop, and the quilt is adorned with patchwork pineapples. There they are.
There they are.
They snuck it in there finally. So pineapples are the Easter eggs of Psych. There's one in every episode, I think, and they're here on the quilt. It's a nice quilt.
I think there's 4 episodes, if I recall, that they're actually not in.
Oh, wow.
And I don't remember why. I looked it up a long time ago. It's been a while. But yeah, it's like 3 or 4.
All right. Well, there's a whole website off them. It's like psychpineapple.com or something that's got them all. So that's where I found this. Because I was looking for them. Like, where is it? And then I figured out, oh, it's on the quilt.
Yeah. I love how they hide them. It's great.
Yeah. Sean just sits down in an armchair and turns on the TV. It's Disaster Movie starring Tony Cox.
Which is one of the ones he brought up earlier.
He did bring it up earlier, yeah. Sean notices a card on the table next to him addressed to him, and he opens it to find the card has a little cartoon monkey in a Santa suit. It's cute.
Yeah.
We don't get to see what he wrote in it, though.
It's just for Sean.
Yep, that's fine. Takes a bite of a chocolate chip cookie Henry baked, and then after a beat, spits it right back out. Because Henry's a terrible cook, I guess.
Apparently.
Baking's different from grilling. Fine.
It's true.
And that's it. The song playing at the end of this is called This Is Christmas by Kurt Smith from Tears for Fears, who is another regular guest star on this show.
I loved him in the Clue episode.
Oh, he was great in that? Was that the one with the zombies? Or is that later?
No, that was a different one.
Okay, because he's good in that one, too.
He sure is, yeah. Kurt Smith sings Kurt Smith. Because he first comes out, I think, in Psych, in Sean 2.0, which is earlier that season, this season 5, where Jules, right? It's like Jules is dating Batman.
Declan?
Declan, yeah.
Yeah, Declan.
Nestor Carbonell or something. I don't remember what his name is.
Yeah.
He was Batmanuel from The Tick. Okay. And she's dating him for a while, and like Kurt Smith was like his bud. And so that's like how they met. And then,
and he keeps showing up. Like Kurt Smith was like on board for everything on this show, and it's great.
Yeah. I mean, I would be too, so I don't blame him.
Oh, sure. Yeah. But any final thoughts on this wonderful episode of Psych?
I like it, man. I really like all the Christmas episodes are great. You know, Gus's dad may have killed an old guy. You know, Christmas joy. I mean, they're fun episodes. This one has so many Easter eggs that I think even if you're not a fan of Psych, I think you'd enjoy it.
Yeah, this might be my favorite Christmas episode of Psych. It may not be the most festive, but I think it's my favorite just because of all the little hidden trinkets here and the way that they work It's a Wonderful Life in, kind of. It still works. But just that clever use of saying Tony Cox is the superego, which is like your angel on the shoulder. So it works very specifically for a show called Psych.
Yeah. It's so great.
Psych the movie barely counts as a Christmas thing, but
there's like the tiniest bit of Christmas.
Tiny bit. Like I'll give it extra points for Sean and Gus decorating their new office like the Mogwai shop from Gremlins. Love that.
Psych Francisco.
Psych Francisco.
But no, I mean that's it. It's fun, and I think anyone that hasn't seen it is gonna like it.
Yeah. Great little episode, and I really hope Corbin Burnson got to keep that snow globe.
Same, yeah.
Thank you for investigating this one with me. This was a blast.
Yes, it was. Thank you. Sorry, I know we went long. This is what I could talk about like forever.
Oh, yeah.
So this is pretty short, actually.
But Jerry, if people want to treat you to a DQ Dilly Bar as a small token of gratitude for defusing a bomb... Tell us how we can find you and what you're doing for Christmas Podcast Day.
So I am at totallyradchristmas.com or linktree.com/totallyradchristmas. It'll take you to all my socials. Except I don't think I put Blue Sky on there yet, even though I've had it for like a year and a half or 2 years, whatever. But you know, you can go any one of those. For Christmas Podcast Day, we are covering It's a Wonderful Film from SCTV. It's a
wow,
send up of It's a Wonderful Life, but also A Christmas Carol and a few other like Christmas themed, just all stuffed into one episode. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. John Candy, Catherine O'Hara, Eugene Levy. I mean, it's just, you can't go wrong with any of them. Martin Short. Yeah, it's fun.
Oh, that's gonna be so fun. But yeah, definitely check that out. Today is the day when us Yuletide podcast pals really thrive this time of year. So give them all a listen. Go to christmaspodcasts.com to find out what we're all doing.
And happy Christmas podcast day.
Yeah. You can find those links via the show notes, or you can go straight to adventcalendar.house, which is now on a new host with a new website, y'all.
Nice.
My thanks to Simplecast for hosting me for 8 years and getting me started with podcasting, but an opportunity presented itself, and the show is now hosted by my dear friends at the Retro Network.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, I've mentioned it before, but it was co-founded by my friend, the late, great Jason Gross.
Yeah.
And our friends, Mickey, Wyan, and Adam, and the rest of them have done very well in keeping it going in his memory. And I am eternally grateful for them making me a part of this. So, again, adventcalendar.house for show notes. And now, Jerry, you have your own profile page up there. So that'll show you like all the episodes you've been on.
Oh, that's cool.
So that's a fun little addition that I can do now. So that's great.
That's super cool. Well, thanks.
So I will talk to y'all back here on Tuesday, December 2nd for another dozen holiday specials, including the 200th episode of this podcast on Christmas Eve.
Yay, that's awesome. I'm so excited.
Yeah, hope you'll join me. Till then, for Jerry Davila from the back of an 80s squad car turned on its side and screeching toward responsibility in slow motion, this is Mike Westfall reminding you to mind the icy patch on your way out. Talk to y'all in December. Come on, son.
This has been a presentation of the Retro Network.
Next time on the Advent Calendar House.
You're a hero, Homer J. You're as crafty as a skunk. They'll thank you in the morning for stealing Flanders junk, Homer J. You're a double bacon genius burger and just a little drunk.